It seemed like the whole world was talking about my video. For a moment I felt bad because it wasn't real, but then I realized that that didn't matter.
Hey everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad, and today I have a very spicy F tier prize for you. So we're playing Riptide. Now Riptide is normally an S tier hero, but we are playing one of the worst cards in the game, which is Chain Reaction. I have tried like 20 different games across like 5 different builds to make Chain Reaction work, and this is like just a terrible card. Like I could not figure out a singular way to make this card work that was good in any shape or form. This is like without a doubt like one of, I think, the like this might be worse than Spurlocked. Like this card is just like absolutely terrible. The only benefit to this card is it's like a trap that has like blank text and then could deal 1 damage, but I guess I don't know. Like this might be the most frustrating card in the game right now because like there's just like not a good way to make it work. We have Codex of Inertia here. Codex of Inertia kind of sort of works with Chain Reaction, but it also like discards a card from your hand potentially, so like it's not even necessarily guaranteed. It's like fine, I guess. With Chain Reaction, that might honestly be like the codexes might be like the best case scenario for Chain Reaction. I also tried like Codex of Blood Rot, but Codex of Blood Rot like doesn't do anything, so I think like these 2 codexes are probably the best. We also have like Plan for the Worst, which is like sometimes good with it, but not really, because like I guess you get to like tutor for a trap and like basically give them like a seek and destroy effect, but like it's so narrow that like I don't know. It feels like I lose a ton of value whenever I do like Chain Reaction plus Plan for the Worst. So that's also kind of crap. And then I don't know. Chain Reaction is just such a bizarre card. We also have some stuff in the sideboard to like try to get like a funny meme out of Chain Reaction. Let's take a brief look at the sideboard here. So we have 2 battery bolts on the sideboard just for an extra kind of like big arrow. Then we have a bunch of buffs just to kind of like basically put a buff on a big arrow and send it with Dreadbore. We have 2 Chains of Eminence to try to line up the haha funny thing with Chains of Eminence plus Chain Reaction, which is kind of funny. But like that seems kind of like terrible. Then we have 3 of a Kind, which I think you can only maybe play one of this card and like try to combo with like a CYB. Like I originally didn't have CYB in this list because it was like I hate having a CYB list, but like this deck just gets like run over by like 6 CNCs really bad, so I kind of wanted just like something to do that wasn't like a trap or an arrow. So we're playing CYB, and I think this might be like the closest build to like making Chain Reaction work, is just like trying to survive long enough to try to like combo that with I don't know. I'm kind of stretching here for like an actual reason to play Chain Reaction. Speaking of stretches, we have Fog Down. So Fog Down is another funny meme thing you can do if you like flash it in, so you can make non-attack action cards lose go again. Will this ever matter? Probably not, but it's kind of funny. We also have 2 red Pitfall Traps here. These are kind of in addition to the yellow Pitfall Traps. Coming in for 3 damage is also quite solid, so Red Pitfall Trap, card that you don't often see play, but I think I kind of like it here just for a little bit of additional damage. Especially like it's basically kind of like a 0 for 7 if you think about it. So Red Pitfall Trap, very solid card. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. We're also running Flight Path and Quick Dodge Flexors. I couldn't really decide which one is best, but we're gonna try to do something with Chain Reaction. It is objectively terrible. Like I even if I was running like Codexes of Blood Rot, like I don't know, it's just like it's such a feels bad card that like this is gonna be a terrible F tier Fridays recording, but I'll do my best here to try to give it a little bit of justice. All right, let's see if we can get some games. All right, playing against a Slippy, I think we generally want to go second. Let's bring in the Flexors. Pendulum Trap's probably decent. Fog Down seems pretty suspect, but maybe 3 Oak is like fine. Chains of Eminence does nothing. Battering Bolt probably does something. Something like this probably works. We could probably even run like extra Seek and Destroys if we really want just like an initial buff. Yeah, that maybe seems fine. Let's try it like this, I think. Could also fat deck a little. Maybe fat deck a little. At least we're starting out on an even life total here. All right, let's go ahead and block the first dagger. I might not have actually been supposed. I might not have wanted to actually block with Lace with Inertia there. I maybe would want to just block with Codex or something, because Lace with Inertia is actually like kind of decent when you can send a big arrow. Alright, they're running Yellow Toxicity. I feel like I've seen Yellow Toxicity before on the channel. Let's block with Remorseless just so we have like a Codex target if we really needed to. I believe Murky is not doing a ton yet, so maybe we should also block with that. I have not played a lot of Riptide. I think I played Riptide at like 2 or 3 armories, and that is about it. Alright, so we got a CYB, and then we got an E-Strike. Codexing them doesn't really do anything right now. I feel like I'm supposed to just E-Strike draw, and then CYB. I guess we can put it based on Arsenal, sure, why not? Alright, I think this works out. I promise I tried a non-CYB version of this deck, and it was like just terrible. Like I could not find a way to like actually stay alive while trying to do the stupid chain reaction thing. So we're playing CYB, which is normally what I try to avoid on this channel, but it's okay. Sometimes it's a necessary evil to make another terrible card work, right? Alright, we get a Boulder Trap in Arsenal, pretty good. Ooh, Pendulum Trap is also nice. Alright, coming in with Infect. Probably just gonna end up blocking this, but I guess we can block with like Plan for the Worst, and that's also probably fine. If we get CNC'd, it's a little bit rough, but at least the CYBs kind of buy us a little bit of time with CYB. Alright, Spinneret plus another Infect. Sure. So we can't Pendulum Trap, unfortunately. But we can Boulder Trap. Boulder Trap's pretty good. Let's go ahead and Boulder Trap. Let's put it on Ask, I guess, because that's the card they actively want to block with. Now, are we fine to take 3? I feel like we're not. So maybe we just do this. Let's put this CYB in Arsenal, I guess. Sure. Alright, we're gonna play out another CYB. Pass it back. I feel like CYB is also like kind of terrible in Riptide, but oh, I don't know. This deck is actually making me pull my hair out. I think like here, let me see if I can actually bring up actually I don't know if I have a way to do it, but I also tried like an aggro version of this deck with I tried an aggro version with like 3 Oak and trying to draw a bunch of buffs, but then I realized that's just like worse Azalea. And then when I did like 3 Oak and try to draw a bunch of buffs, I drew like 2 traps and then like a Plan for the Worst. So I don't think that's also the strat. I think we're just gonna pass here though. If they have Mark, I think that's fine. Running Spike with Blood Rot too, which is kind of interesting. Alright, Double Dagger is fine with me. Alright, until leave now. Yeah, this is not, I think, a bad turn for them, but I think this is a little bit of a brick from them. I think we'll go ahead and block with like the Sharpshooters here. And then we can do what on our turn? We can actually load with the thing, E-Strike, and then play Murky. It's kind of spicy. Do we have enough traps for Murky? No. Actually, we should probably, sorry. We should probably actually play a trap there. So let's play the Inertia Trap just so we can turn Murky on. Is that even worth it? I guess we can like Codex still, but what do you Codex for? This deck is a mystery to me. Who knows? I guess we can put this face down in Arsenal. It feels a bit weird. Maybe this is correct. We're in uncharted territory here. So I think what we want to do is Trench and then load Murky, and then we get all 3 traps potentially. Alright, Dreadboard in. I don't think we want to use Codex yet because we don't really have super good targets for it yet. But a big Murky seems pretty worth it. They have react there. I think that's fine for us. Pretty good hand too. Right, Hunter's Clave. I think I'm fine with that. It's kind of interesting that they're going for the Clave here. All right, and we have a Leave Now as well. Probably just blocking with Infecting Shot here just to soak up a little bit of damage. Then we can Dreadbore. Can actually, like, I guess Quiver here. It's like kind of works-ish. Oh, but then we don't get a... Wait, can I choose up to 3 cards? So I can still get Remorseless back if I want to. Yeah, this is... Maybe I should have reacted instead of pitching the blue Infecting Shot there. Alright, that's fine. Then we leave the Remorseless in there, and then we just send Codex, grab Remorseless. I think my brain is like actually melted from trying to build this deck. Like I tried like 3 or 4 different like chain reaction builds that I kind of just like found, and like none of them were good. Like there's not a single one that I think was like actually kind of playable. Card is rough. At least we haven't seen it yet. Alright, we got 3 oak. Ooh, we got the combo. Okay. Maybe it will be good this time, right? How do we... I guess we have to like pitch a card from hand, so it's still not even good. I was also trying to use like Tunic with it before, but like that also seemed terrible. I don't know. This card is just like... It's so bad. Alright, so we got the chain reaction. We lined up the 1 of 3 of a kind with our chain reaction, so I guess there's that. Maybe it will be good this time. Alright, they have Torrential Toxin. That's fine. So you have max value on Toxin, which is kind of annoying. But we'll get to turn 3 oak up, I guess. Do we want to play it now? Probably want to play like end of turn or something. Because they could still have like a Codex here. Alright, Mark of the Black Widow. They can flick at me, obviously. I think we're fine if they flick at us. Oh, they're gonna flick the Kiss of Death instead. Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess we can 3 oak still. Okay, wait, this is actually kind of good. Maybe I spoke too soon? So let's pitch the Codex, load the Heatseeker, double buff, send Heatseeker, Arsenal E-Strike. Pass on that. I guess that doesn't matter, right? It's pretty good, I guess. If we get 12 block out of them, we're probably happy with that. Oh, he gave us inertia. It's rude. Alright, not the end of the world here. I guess we can just like load up a Murky and send it. Kind of a bad hand. Wow, that chain reaction was actually kind of good. Okay, maybe I need to be a little bit less upset about this card, but like, so normally I kind of like test these videos beforehand to try to make a somewhat coherent deck, but yeah, chain reaction has been testing me here a little bit. All right, seems like they probably have react here or something. It's probably fine. Or they can trapdoor, sure. All right, inertia doesn't really matter here. This is definitely a hand that you can possibly draw. Maybe this is a quick dodge turn. Kind of fine with a quick dodge turn. Save a little bit of life here, I guess. Yeah, the yellow toxicities are interesting. I feel like I've seen that pop up like in another deck list, but maybe that's just like the popular Slippy deck list right now. All right, we get a little bit of denying the mark value here, which is good. Okay, if they want to cut their turn short, I think I'm fine with that as well. All right, load the infecting shot, send the infecting shot. Pretty all right. It's like a blue 6 attack kind of ish. I am happy to have Pitfall Trap in Arsenal though. Not anymore, I guess. Fair enough. It's the third inertia trap at least. All right, this hand is like actually not that bad. I assume we just let this persuasive hit. Could also just chain reaction it. Maybe we just block with Seek and see what they do. They have Spike with Blood Rot. We're maybe okay with this. All right, I guess we can chain reaction here. Put I guess CYB in Arsenal. Feels weird. You do get to set up a mark on us here, but I think that's probably fine. Still have a ton of life functionally left here. All right, actually decent hand because now we can theoretically even sharpshooters in the murky and put a lace with inertia on it, or we just like play lace with inertia, put it on the murky. Bunch of different options. It seems like they don't have an attack here. That would probably be pretty good for us. Oh, they do have an attack. Okay, just not an attack, not an assassin attack. I guess that makes sense. Or I guess this is a assassin, not a stealth attack, rather. Makes sense. So what do we want to do here? We can play out CYB, play Lace, play Murky. It's probably decent. How many Murkies do we have left? We have, I think, one Murky left, so we still have a use case for our sharpshooters. All right, leave nose, not bad. Sure. I guess we'll just go ahead and like carpet trap this. Probably want to hold on to Spike Pit Trap. Let's put nothing in Arsenal. Maybe we just Spike Trap them here anyways, so that we can like not discard one of these. Yeah, I think we have to actually, right? So it feels bad. We'll double trap here, and then we can like pitch to Dreadbore, Codex, and then play like another Murky. Not terrible. Yeah, let's just get the Murky, send it. All right, how many stupid chain reactions do we have left? We have one chain reaction left. What do we have to combo with it? I guess we have the Codex. We have one Codex of Inertia left, and then we have one Codex of Frailty left. Interesting. Right, Pitfall Trap's not bad. His hand is like kind of mid though. Probably just want to Frailty this. Could also block with Battering Bolts. I think both are probably fine. Yeah, because now if they want to Razor's Edge, I think we're okay with this. Yeah, so let's go ahead and Frailty Trap this. They have Codex, it also gives us a lot of value, the Frailty Trap here. Alright, they're gonna pull Tunic for what? Spike with Blood Rot. That makes our Pitfall Trap pretty good. So I'm kind of okay with this. Alright, play the Sigil, load Remorseless. Pass. Alright, more CYBs. I guess that's okay. So logic with the CYBs, like, I think I needed them because, like, sometimes you just, like, need to get cards that are, like, the problem is you need to, like, dump cards if you want to Codex of Inertia on your opponent's turn, and, like, you want to basically, like, clear your hand so you don't have an arsenal, right? Or, like, you don't have cards in hand. So one of the ways I was thinking to do that is basically, like, play CYB. But it feels bad to have to do that. All right, we'll play the Frenzy Trap here just because it seems like they want to go for like a dagger turn, which makes this a lot kind of smoother for us. We also seen one CNC so far. All right, seems like they're just going to pass. Sure. So let's go ahead and play. Yeah, just play out the Remorseless. We could have actually, no. It's probably dumb. I was thinking there's like a way to like, we get Trench, we gain a resource, go to 2, then we load Dread. It still doesn't work. Like we can't like play CYB and then also play an arrow, and keep an arsenal all at the same time. Right, so under the trapdoor, sure. Getting inertia trap. How did they get the back? Wait, what does under the trapdoor do? Banish target trap. Oh, banish target trap from your graveyard. Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember us seeing the inertia traps earlier. All right, at least we have our inertia traps. Pitching a Codex is interesting. All right, passing, sure. So I think we're seeking destroy on a battering bolt here. I'm curious who runs out of cards here first. Kind of feels like we are, but I don't know that for sure. So we can do E-Strike here into Plan for the Worst if we really want to. And then Arsenal Chain Reaction for some unknown value. I feel like I'd rather just play out the Remorseless. Let's do Go again, I guess. I don't think I want to load. I still have, so they pitched one Codex. Then they have another Codex somewhere. It's very interesting. All right, another trapdoor for inertia trap again. Sure. They can't play it though, right? I think because this was loaded face up. Or no, it can't be played from Arsenal. So yeah, they can't play it here. Sure. It's kind of interesting. Right, pitching the other Codex. It's also kind of weird. Let's just Codex here just so we can get rid of Plan for the Worst, I think. So I think we pass on this. Grab out Murky. Discard Plan. Send Murky. This Plan is like functionally a card that does nothing, right? So I'd rather just get value here. And let's get back. Well, we gotta get back a chain. We have to have the option to get back a chain reaction, pendulum trap, and I guess spike pit trap. All right, we get chain reaction, obviously. The worst one. But that's okay. Sure. Yeah, chain reaction sure is trying here. I'll give it that at least. Maybe I should have just leaned harder into like the 3-oak stuff. Like maybe I should add another 3-oak, but it's like so bad if you don't have chain reaction. All right, we'll go ahead and pass here. So we're gonna be at minimum taking 5 this turn, which is not terrible. All right, so they have a Racer's Edge here, sure. So you can get some inertia value here. All right, into a Take Up the Mantle as well. Sure. So you're gonna keep it Kiss of Death. So a funny thing we can actually do here is if we let the Kiss of Death hit and they go for Codex, we can actually like dump hand, like we can trench dump hand in response to the Codex. But then they just get Leave No and they can banish anything anyways. So maybe it's not even good. Maybe we're just supposed to let this hit then. So taking a little bit of damage here, but not the end of the world. So I imagine they Codex. No, they can't have. They're probably not back around to it yet, right? All right, so coming in with the backstab, that's fine. All right, then they're gonna flick that guy at me. Oh wait, does this happen twice? The next attack. Okay, yeah, it does happen twice. That's kind of cool. It's a neat interaction. I didn't know it happened twice. I thought it was only the first time. Well, that's good to know for the future. All right, let's trench it up. Load. I guess we have to pitch to Heatseeker here. Could have also like trenched and sharpshootered in, but it seems like kind of a waste of the aim counter. All right, we're definitely getting to the point where they can start seeing us if they draw into Codex. I don't think they have it quite yet. I think it's coming up in like next turn or two. So in that case, let's load up our Infecting Shot and send it. All right, CNC out of the way is good for me. Let's Arsenal Buzzsaw, I guess. Do we still have that? We use the chain reaction, right? Did we? We banished that one. We have that one. I think we still have one more, right? I think we do. All right, backstab coming in. Backstab is fine by me. All right, here come the CNCs. Let's go ahead and just trench here, I think. Then we can dominate our Murky at them. It's definitely getting a little bit down to the wire here. All right, let's go again. Do we not want to load here? Yeah. I don't think it matters because we just want to put the aim counter on it, I think. But dominating our Murky is pretty tight. All right, so let's aim counter it up and then send it in. See if we can get another chain reaction back. Oh boy, I cannot wait for another chain reaction to be in my deck. All right, pass back. All right, Murky, chain. What are the other cards we want? I guess Pitfall's fine, and then like Frailty's probably fine. All right, we get. How do we get the chain reaction again? That's actually kind of incredible. All right, sure. Well, I guess we have another threat in the deck. Okay. Let's pitch the red Infecting Shot because I want to like not Oh wait, we had a trench, right? So we don't pitch it yet. The infecting shot, we just load it. But I will we'll pitch it to pay for it so that we just have more threats in the deck because red infecting shot I think is one of our better cards. It's maybe even a matchup you want Remembrance into. I didn't think it was because I know Slippy is a little bit more aggressive, but I don't know. Notably, now that they've used Tunic, it's probably going to be a little bit harder for them to get CNC back. I also didn't realize that Toxicity was a 2-block. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's probably about correct rate is a yellow for 2-block, basically. It's definitely, like, I don't think it's a bad card for what it's worth. It's, like, definitely scary, especially if you can, like, hit with Kiss of Death and then flick it. Because I didn't realize it triggered twice, so that's kind of cool. All right, we get a Blood Run on them, so now they are obligated to pay for that. And it seems like we just got there. So what threats do we have left for chain reaction? We got Plan for the Worst and then the Codex of Inertia. I guess that's like fine. I might like tweak this deck in between rounds and see if we can maybe add like another Codex of Inertia. I don't know. Yeah, this deck is bizarre. Let's see if we can get another though. All right, we got Fai, Quick Dodge Flexors. What else do we want into Fai? It'd be kind of funny to name Phoenix Swim against them. Okay, let's get the 3 Oaken. I think we actually board out CYBs because they're probably going to kill us like long before then, and then we may just bring in our buffs. I think that seems reasonable. And then we have to run one additional card. I guess we can just run like a Pendulum Trap. That seems like it kind of works. All right, a Trap Heavy Hand. I guess we get to Arsenal like collapsing. I think I'll just pass here and not give filtering. Blue infecting in Arsenal's not ideal, but not the worst. Right, Rising Resentment. I feel like I'm kind of fine to just collapsing this. Alright, discard 2 Brands and a Lava Vein. Hand is definitely nothing to write home about. Okay, sure. Ooh, they're gonna play Empowerment. So they want to mill some more cards here, do they? Sure. We can use our Pendulum Trap here. I think it's fine. Let's go ahead and I guess load Murky or something. I don't know. Sure. Alright, we mill a Warmongers and another Phoenix Wing from deck. It's kind of interesting. Alright, coming with the Ember Blade, I think we say no blocks to that. Sure. So notably we can't play Murky yet, but we can play Infecting Shot for 3, and then Sigil, at least, gain a little bit of life. Probably gonna eat a bit of damage here, but that's probably okay. Alright, hand's kind of weird, because they probably want to just like Lace with Inertia on a Murky. Ooh, we got a Spreading Flames turn. Alright, potentially a little bit scary here, but we'll go ahead and say no blocks on the Spreading. I think we're just going to probably try to block with Infecting and Remorseless, or maybe just one of them and try some Remorseless at some point. Seems alright. Alright, the Ronin Renegade coming in. Sure. No blocks. Art of Dragon Scale is a spicy one. Alright, so this is not Draconic. And then, so, interesting. Let's go ahead and just block with Lace, or Infecting just to get out of our hand. I'm curious if they're going to snap this, but Yeah, we also give them a card draw, but I think that's probably fine. Oh, they were actually able to pay into it. Cool. Let's go ahead and go for the lace and then send a Murky at them. I think this is online now, right? Oh no, what happened to... Oh, we need to block a Tarpit Trap, I think, to turn this on. Alright, so that's a little bit of fun from us. So only inertia on hit. It's probably better to play out lace there. For some reason I thought we got an extra trap in the yard somehow, but I think I was just like staring at the Tarpit Trap thinking that we would block with it that turn, but I think we ended up not doing that. Alright, so this is fine. Go ahead and take 2 from the brand. Probably just want to start boulder trapping them this turn though. Alright. Pass here. Alright, we need to try to remember to play around Mom a little bit. Let's block with the Remorseless. See if they want to react or anything. Alright, activate Fai, sure. We can boulder trap a Phoenix Flame if we really want to. It's probably okay. Let's go ahead and put it on... I don't know which matters most. Probably Shuko. I feel like they're more likely to block with Shuko than they are with like Mask. Alright, coming in with a brand, that's fine. Alright, what is the final card? Breaking Points. It's kind of annoying. I think we also pass reactions there somehow. That's okay. Sure, so we'll get rid of this. Block with Boulder Trap. Pass on that. Yeah, I don't know how he passed through that. That was weird. I feel like Talishard has been doing that more and more often to me. But maybe I'm just skill issuing. Alright, so we got 2 Seek and Destroys. We got a Frailty Trap. Not terrible. Like to see a blue Brain with Cinderclaw. Alright, following up with Lava Vein. I think we'll just probably block with the Frailty Trap because I feel like Ember Blade's coming in at some point. Maybe not, though. Alright, pull in Tunic to do what? Alright, to activate Fai, sure. Alright, coming in with the Phoenix Flame, sure. Alright, finishing on the burst. So this is not threatening mass draw, so I think we're probably fine to just take this. If they scalers it, it's probably fine as well. Sure. So I think we seek, and then seek. There's a lot of seeking. But pretty hardy arrow here at least. Wow, that's a lot of blues. Okay, sure. We at least get a little bit of tempo here. Alright, so what's the play? We can Dreadbore, load this, Lace, Codex. Dreadbore, load this, Lace. Don't put that, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Then we do this. Grab Murky. Murky should have a target, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me just send the Murky. Pretty decent. I guess it's weird because, like, we're getting a Ponder token, so Murky is kind of redundant. Maybe Remorseless was actually, like, better. Who knows? Alright, Banisher Traps. Let's get Collapsing, Frailty, and Boulder, I guess. Alright, hit the Collapsing. That's really good. Let's actually just Trench so we get... Oh, no, sorry, we don't want Trench. Because we have to trench a trap. So I guess we just waste the ponder, but I think it's probably fine-ish. All right. Go again. I think we're absolutely just going to collapsing this. Pretty good to get 2 collapsing traps in a game, if I do say so myself. Man, this has been a really good game so far, and I realize that the reason why that is because we haven't drawn chain reaction. Or maybe we bottomed it at some point, but we haven't used chain reaction, rather. Alright, coming with Lava Burst for 1. I think I will accept your Lava Burst for 1. Kind of wish we had the Flight Path here. Maybe Flight Path is just better than Flexors, honestly. Alright, we'll just pass it here. They also don't get to keep an arsenal, which is kind of nice. Alright, let's go ahead and lace. Riptide trigger. Can load. What do we even do here? I guess we load Remorseless. And then we can fire Remorseless. Probably should have just like dreadboarded in because we get the extra +1. Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, whatever. I feel like I've made my opponent suffer through enough to the point where I don't want them to just constantly have to undo. Or accept undo, rather. Alright, go ahead and pass back. Alright, E-Strike is excellent here. Let's go ahead and do go again. Then we'll probably just play out like Heatseeker or whatever. You can also cut X and discard like one of these 2 traps. These 2 traps aren't even that good, really. We can just get another Remorseless, I guess. Sure. Seems pretty annoying. Oh, actually, we could get a... Sorry, we could get a E-Strike here. No, that doesn't even work. Sorry, I'm losing it here. Let's... I guess it kind of does work, because we can at least buff it at them. I was thinking we'd actually be able to get go again here, and then like send the arrow, but it seems like we're actually not able to, just because of the resources. Alright, pass back. Alright, draw into another E-Strike, which is definitely welcome. Alright, coming in with the Ignite. This honestly might be the Flexor's turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and just use Flexors because we have the blue. Kind of needed to pitch for stuff a little bit. I guess now we can just Frailty Trap, though. It's pretty efficient blocking, at least. Now we have double Frailty, which is also kind of funny. Alright, it's coming in with a Blaze Headlong for 2. That's incredibly sad. Alright, let's go ahead and Flexors here, I guess. Might as well just use them while we got them. Alright, Run and Renegade. We'll go ahead and use Flexors on those 2. And then they don't have. Well, I guess they have Tunic, so they could theoretically play a 1 cost at me if they wanted to. Maybe we just block if they do that, and that's fine. I don't think it's worth it to just like sandbag Flexors and then they pass, and then we don't get the value out of it. All right, Phoenix Limb here, sure. Oh, for E-Strike. It's pretty good, actually. I think we'll just say no blocks, though. I think we'll just load up on Lace and then send Heatseeker. Pretty much have to block this, and then if they don't, like, we still have E-Strike for the next turn. Let's see if we can kill him with Chain Reaction. we still have 3 in the deck, so like killing them with chain reaction not doing anything is actually somewhat reasonable this game. All right, full block is good from them though. All right, Brand. I don't think we really have a way to play this Pitfall Trap. Guess we'll go ahead and block with plan. Right, into an Art of Dragon Blood. Yeah, I guess we can Codex of Inertia here. Sure. Activate Fai, grab their Phoenix Flame. I don't think we care. I mean, I guess we can block with these in case we just like use them or whatever. All right, let's go ahead and E-Strike, go again, and then play out the Codex of Inertia. Should be quite annoying for them. They are running like a decent amount of blues from what it looks like, so if we can like make them discard red, arsenal blue, probably a pretty good business. All right, we get the 3 oak. That's a card I guess we can theoretically get. We have 3 chain reactions in the deck still, for what it's worth. So like maybe that's actually good for us. All right, we drew it. Yeah. Sure. Okay. It's kind of, sort of does something. This could also just kill us. But we do have Sigil of Solace, for what it's worth. Alright, attacking with the Blaze Headlong. So we need to be careful about how we sequence this. So we actually should Sigil first. Oh, well, they're just dead, right? So this doesn't even do anything. Alright, fine. We're still going to cast it, though, just to see what it could have given us. So now we can 3 oak. Then we can just play out Pitfall Trap and kill him. That's so anticlimactic. I guess. Sure, whatever. This stupid deck is so tilting. I wanted the chain reaction to do something. I guess we like somehow managed to line chain reaction up with 3 of a kind, which normally does like not happen in a game. And if it does happen, it's like a bad thing because you can't block with the 3 cards you draw. Or I guess you can't. Sorry, you can actually block with the 3 cards you draw, but if they're reactions, you cannot actually play them. Which in this case, like we're actually fine there. But normally when you 3 oak into reactions, it's quite bad. But this deck like kind of worked. We also never saw our red pitfall traps, which is kind of unfortunate. Yep, so this is probably the worst version of Riptide you can play. I think Riptide's like actually like kind of a solid hero right now. But Chain Reaction is absolutely F tier. This card just like I don't think it does anything. Like I still think like the best thing you could do is like play with like a Codex of Inertia and like maybe that's the thing, or like maybe play it with 3 oak and you sometimes get lucky with it, but like most of the time when I play this with 3 oak, it like draws me 3 traps and then I can't block with the traps and then I just like lose on the spot. So I don't know. This card is like incredibly suspect and like it feels like it's for a hero that's like not in the game yet, which is maybe it's upcoming in like the new set or whatever. But like this card is not very good right now. Well, anyways, that was an exhausting F tier prize to record and test and deal with. So I'm going to retire this Riptide deck permanently. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And a special thank you to all the folks who decided it would be a good idea to give us $2 on Patreon. We really appreciate the support, but it's obviously never required.